is happening, everyone? I am Nancy. Welcome to another Thursday night with. Welcome. Welcome, friends. Again, it is Thursday. Time flies, it just goes by so quick during the week, doesn't it? Let's settle in and let's catch up. Let's see what's been going on this week. I like the light on here for you guys. But for me, I have the light right behind the computer and I'm already like seeing dots because it's so bright. But as long as the picture is good, I guess that's what's important, right? That's what's important. I am so happy to see everyone here. I'm going to hop on the chat here and say hello to the peeps. But first and most of all, again, thank you all. Welcome to another Thursday night with TBL. I am your host, your crazy Mexican, Nancy, where we talk about everything and anything, the state of the channel, your occasional rant, what's been going on, say hello to the peeps, make friends, etc., etc. It just depends who is around and what is going on. So I am so happy to see everyone. It's been a crazy week. At least it has been for us. I don't know about for everyone else. It's been crazy, I think, all over the country, weather-wise as well. Oh my goodness, what can I say? That's what we're going to talk about today. That's right, my beautiful peeps. And the first one on the line is Mary Ann saying hello, Nancy and everyone. Hello, Mary Ann. Welcome to another TBL Thursday. I'm so glad and I am so happy to be here with you, and I am so happy to see you here as well. You're so amazing. Marianne, hello to Bill at work. Yes. Marianne knows us well. That's right. She knows what's going down here at TBL. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, you're right. Bill is at work. And actually, he told me today that when he got to work, it wasn't that busy, which was surprising. But I didn't want to burst this bubble. But, holiday weekend is coming up. I think next week, y'all, right? Holiday weekend. Memorial Day, if I'm not mistaken. So he's gonna get busy, whether he likes it or not. He's gonna get busy. So, and the next one, hello, my friend Vine Life with Gina. Oh, Gina, what is happening, my beautiful sister? Oh, Gina, what is happening? Where are you, Gina? What part of the neck of the woods are you now? Wherever you are, I hope that you're having amazing weather and that it doesn't look like that. For sure, for sure. Gina, saying Marianne. Yes, guys, it's been crazy. Like not Gina. Well, yes, all of y'all. Marianne, yes, Bill is at work, and not the last few days, but here in the past, let's just put it that way, we ended up going and visiting some family in the Florida area. He's got some family members that live out there, and we decided to go out there and go and hang out, and it was an amazing time. I had a wonderful time. We did not take the RV. We just drove because his family was nice enough to host us out there. And thankfully, we did not get to see that, y'all. And that was not too long ago that we just got back from Florida. So even our family members were saying that you guys got lucky saying that, I mean, we left when we left because of the weather that had happened out there. I mean, look, yeah, it was crazy. And luckily, thankfully, none of our relatives suffered any storm damage or anything like that in Florida, which I am very thankful for. However, I am sure that there are others who were not so lucky. So we're including them in our prayers because that does not look like a fun storm at all. Van I've saying same spot here in the southern Oregon, lots of smoke. Yeah, I heard about that there's smoke going on. Oh, it's crazy, y'all. See, Gina having smoke and stuff in Oregon, hurricanes in Florida. Sandy Paws travel coming in. Hello, all. What is happening? Sandy Paws, welcome to TBL Thursday. Settle in. We're just saying hello to the peeps up here and discussing what's been going on in Florida. Speaking of Florida, where are you, Sandy Paws? Are you staying safe? Are you having nice weather? I certainly hope so, because like I said, it is crazy everywhere, and our prayers are for everyone in Florida that's got family or relatives there, and I mean also for the coast. The Carolinas are the ones that are getting hammered right now with some rain and all of that. Mother Nature's crazy, y'all. Mother Nature's crazy. So let's keep all of them into our prayers and hope that everything is going to work out for them. We have Arizona like Iowa again. It says Mariana and weekend. This is not going to be the last hurricane, I don't think, but let's just hope that the next one, we're all going to truck through it and it's not going to get us crazy. Oh my gosh, friends, for real. This weather is just crazy. First the heat, now this. Although it has been cooling down a little bit, the temperatures have not been excessively hot. Like in the last, I want to say a week-ish, with a heat index that we were up to 115 degrees. I mean, we were in dangerous conditions at some point. Sandy Paws travel. All of our family is still in Orlando County in Florida, but they missed anything bad. We're currently in Louisiana, though it thought it might them and get us, but we're all good. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. That is good news. Yeah, we went through Louisiana not too long ago, and y'all, as for my RVers out there, my travelers, and for anybody else that has traveled to Louisiana, what is it? What is up with the roads there? It's like my China. It's the new joke here at TBL, when we used to travel to Florida and go from Texas and travel through Louisiana. The potholes and some places in the roads in Louisiana, it's like you're in the RV and it's like Jesus, like really, like the I don't know if it's just me. I'm sure it's not just me. So I don't know, Sandy Paws, you're over there, so I guess you could chime in on this one and see what your experience is with the Louisiana roads. And we've been stationary for a while. Y'all know that. And we've started traveling. And I kind of forgot after a while of what it's like to go through Louisiana to try to get to Florida. And sure enough, like I said, we did not have the RV. We were just driving the truck. And sure enough, it reminded me that some of the bumps that we went over, the truck. And I was just thinking, thank God we didn't have the RV, because my China. I don't know what's going on with them Louisiana roads, but they, for real, peeps, exactly. Marianne. I have my crystal light ready for this weekend. That's right. Marianne, you are from my club. I am from the Crystal Light Club. And actually, Marianne, there is one, I don't have it with me, but there is the Mexican version of the Crystal Light that is called Class. No, it's not called Class. Clyde. Yes, it's called Clyde, and my sister was the one. I'm not being rude, y'all. I'm checking comments, making sure I'm not missing anybody. My sister was the one that got me some of that drink mix, and it is just like the Crystal Light. And what I liked about it is that, of course, it comes in the Mexican flavors of the hibiscus flavor water, the horchata, which is like rice coconut flavor water, that type of thing. So I think, well, I'm not sure when it's going to happen, Marianne, but on my next trip to Mexico, whenever that is, which I hope that it is soon, I will get some, and I will get some extra, and I will mail you at least a little packet or two, but it might be like a year or so. So it's a long-term commitment for me. But I think you will like it. It's delicious. Orion Ross, Manita Hermosa, hello, Manita. Hola, Manita. Manita, amigo. I know, y'all. That's me going crazy. Like every time, like that meme, this is me every time I see my sister, Yeah. That's exactly right. They need to dig up the pavement and just use gravel on their highways. It would be better. Yes, yes. And it reminded me from them Louisiana roads as we are traveling now that we are stationary, and I am revamping the RV, and I am redecorating and reorganizing and spring cleaning and the whole 9 yards of that. I need to keep that in mind, that I need to make sure that I have everything absolutely secured, especially when we get to traveling again for them Louisiana roads, because I have my wine glasses up there, and I do have some glass in the cabinets, and I don't want them doing this number while I'm going in my RV. I'm not being dramatic. That's exactly what it feels like sometimes, y'all. That's exactly what it feels like when you go over them bumps in Louisiana. You move exactly like that. It is not for dramatic purposes. Or is it? Moving along. Orion, Marianne saying hello to Orion. Orion Ross saying hello to the peeps, saying hello, everybody. Gina, hello, Orion Ross. John Solazo coming in. Hi, everyone. The weather has been great up in here in Staten Island, New York. Hope to head to Thunder Canyon Campground, Alabama, October with the Odd Squad. Oh, that would be so cool. Yeah, I haven't seen the Odd Squad in like a hot minute. It's been so long. It's busy time, you guys. It's been busy time on YouTube. It's been busy time at the channel. It's been busy time at Nancy's. It's been busy time in Florida. It's been busy. It's been busy. Marianne saying hello to John. So it is what it is, friends. That sounds good. Here coming in, Georgianne Rose. Hello, Georgianne Rose. Welcome to TBL Thursday. I am so glad to see you in here. And just because you're here, Georgianne Rose, I saved this one just for you to see if you was gonna come in, because I know you're invested in this just like I am. The Bebe Goats. Yes, we're gonna talk about the Bebe Goat. Guess what? I haven't had to save the Bebe Goat in a couple days now. Bebe Goat, I think Bebe Goat is doing good. I said Bebe Goat at least 5 times, something like that. I have at least 3 of them or 2 on video that are going to be into a future video. But on the last rescue of Bebe Goat, I had a talk with Bebe Goat. I am not kidding, y'all. I am as serious has a heart attack. I had a talk with the baby goat, and I told baby goat, it's like, look, I cannot be out here every day like rescuing your dumbass. I mean, with like, and I mean like dumbass, like we do in Texas, like bless your heart. That's what I mean. It's like I cannot be out here rescuing you every day. Bless your heart, little goat. So here's what you need to do. You need to graze over there and not get stuck over here because it's 115 degrees out here. And if I'm not out here and your mama and your daddy out there ain't looking, you're going to end up like right in the fence. And we don't want that. I don't want that. And it's not even my goal, So I told Pepe God, it's like, no, don't do that to me because I cannot have that in my conscience. Finding you all in the fence. So I don't know. I guess it worked because Pepe Goat has not gotten stuck. And I check every morning. I wake up, I open the shades, I pour my coffee, and I check the fence. I swear. True story. I check the fence line for Pepe Goat or any other animals in need of rescue. And then, if all is well in the land of Nancy and TBL and her animals, then we move along to create beautiful and delightful content for y'all. Georgia and Louisiana has rough roads. Yes, y'all. In the city, it's raining right now. Crazy weather. Oh, well, that's cool though. But it's cool though, right? Orion, after it rains, it's like a lot cooler. It's not so hot anymore. I hope. Last time Baby Goat was stuck. Yeah, last time Baby Goat was stuck at night. That's right. That was my last rescue on the live stream. That Baby Goat was stuck while I was live streaming last Thursday. And I told Baby Goat that I felt totally uncomfortable sneaking around people's property at night in the south with a flashlight with tools. Thank God it wasn't during the apocalypse when I had to wear a mask because then it's over. And then somebody come out there with a flashlight. What are you doing? I'm just gonna rescue a baby goat. Right. Baby goat rescue. Sure. But they wouldn't know that I am actually that 1%. That 1% that is actually out there to do a baby goat rescue and not pillage and break into something. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess the officer could ask Baby Goat. I mean, right now, I guess if that was happening, I would tell Baby Goat, right now would be a good time for you to vouch for me, and say that you know me. Don't leave me hanging out here with the law. Say you know me, say I came and rescued you, like help me out here, But it's a goat. It's probably gonna look at me like, and then it's all downhill from there. Let me see your ID. What are you doing out here? Why are you nervous? Y'all know the drill. No, I do not. Yes, friends. Baby Goat is learning. Can't wait for the video. Baby Goat is learning Georgian. And you know what? Sometimes, people say that, animals don't understand, animals are stupid. And I don't believe that for a minute. I truly believe that Baby Goat understood what I was saying when I told it. It's like, Baby Goat, you're going to die if you don't listen to me. Because if I'm not here to rescue you, no. I can't have that in my conscience. I mean, it is your conscience, Goat. So you don't want that in your conscience either. So We're making progress. We're making progress one goat at a time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ever gonna back up to the Oregon area? Gina? Yes. Bill doesn't know it. I don't know if he's watching at work, but yes. This is gonna be like Jerry Springer. Oh, well, he knows now because he's listening backstage. Here comes Bill. But yes. Actually, Gina, that was the plan. Oh my gosh. During the apocalypse, before the, well, during the apocalypse, that was the plan. We left Texas and we were going to go up California and go visit Yosemite, and we were going to go up Oregon and go up to Washington and then come back down and then go across and then head on to Florida. But by the time that we left Texas and then we started heading west and we got to New Mexico, kaput. And that was the first realization that RV life, it is not like they put it on Instagram or on YouTube. So yeah, y'all, if y'all are watching this and are new to the life of the lifestyle of the traveling and the RV and all of that, and like my channel, and you see me on Instagram and YouTube, like, oh Lord, oh, she having a good time. Oh, look at her camping. Oh yeah, that is so much fun. Yeah, don't forget to look at the mother videos. Don't forget to look at the mother videos where we are stranded in New Mexico, where our slide just broke, and that's what prevented us from going to Oregon. And speaking of slide breakage and in the prevention of going to Oregon, I found something similar to that I'm going to share with y'all. Let me find it here. This is what happened to me and Bill. I said extend, not eject. So let's just look at that for a minute. Now, first and most of all, as we are, looking at this picture, and me as a recent experimenter of this particular experience, I would not recommend the eject button. Poor grandpa over there is just beside himself going like, oh Lord, I don't know what we're going to do now. Grandma looking like, is this supposed to happen? Like, is this how it's going to work? Little girl is like, cool, maybe I can use this as like a little playhouse or something. I'm an angel. Yes, friends, let's not eject those poor people, you guys. It is excuse me. It's funny now. It's funny now to me, but it was definitely not funny then. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anyone here in the comments. Maybe his head is getting bigger, All animals are smart in my eyes. I agree, Georgia and Rose. I agree. I completely agree. Barton's RV in Uvalde, Texas. Hello, yo. What is happening, Barton's? Hey, another RVers out here. Look, I was just showing this picture. Check it out. Let me get myself for the screen. And let me say, I'm not going to say we're laughing at, because I was kind of laughing at them, but I have been through that. So, that's what I'm saying. Our RV life is not, I mean, what you see, all of it on Instagram and on YouTube and all of that. I mean, we go through our stuff. We go through our heartaches, our trials, our tribulations. I mean, we go through it just, I guess, like sticks and bricks, people. But we stick it. We stick it together. We stick it together. John Salasso, that's not good. So that's what happened, Gina. We pressed the eject button, and lo and behold, we couldn't travel to Oregon anymore because we couldn't fix the eject button anymore. Naj Rookwee, howdy everyone. What is happening, Naj? Welcome to TBL Thursday. And friends. Oh, look who I have here. Yeah. Mr. Harold the Dinosaur would like to say hello. Hello, people. Welcome to TBL Thursday. I know, I have issues. I have issues, but that's why y'all watch me, because I'm a train wreck. And it's always more fun when somebody else is falling apart and it's not you. I'm joking, y'all. I am not I'm not falling apart. Y'all know what I mean. It's not as easy as we make it on our videos. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. That is absolutely true for those of us in here that are content creators. It is true. And actually, some of my family members got to witness that, like first hand, for somebody that is not a content creator. I mean, you would think it's like you shoot the video and upload it, right? Like, no. No. And then, I mean, by the time that they saw me, it was like an episode of TBL in my kitchen, and it was like a simple recipe, and it took me like 3 hours to shoot. And it was because, of course, everything that you have to do. And I have one camera in the channel. So those of us, content creators that are just starting, that have limited equipment, that are just, we're cranking it, we're hustling, we're putting our content out there, we're bringing the goodness to the people, the entertainment, we're supporting each other, and we're growing. As things are coming along, like we evolve from using our cell phones to a GoPro, like me. But I mean, as we grow, like right now I have one camera, which I am totally grateful that I was able to upgrade from my phone to a GoPro. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I am not complaining by any means, but that's what I'm saying. You have to build up your equipment. But when you have one camera and you're a one-man show, TBL in my kitchen, you have to put the camera. Today we're going to do XYZ. And then you have to move the camera and put it on the table to show what XYZ is. And then after you talk about XYZ, then let's move on to the stove. And then you got to move the camera onto the stove. And then you got to look at the shadows. And then you got to put the light. And then you got to make sure that you're pouring the stuff at the right angle for the peeps to be able to look at what you're doing. And then you have to go back to the other area and continue the video and tell them what you're doing. And I know, Bartons. The hardships of a YouTuber. But we do that with a lot of love. Don't we? I mean, at least I do. I do it with a lot of love. We had a blowout not too long ago. You just have to keep positive attitude and laugh or go mad. You know what, Sandy Paws? Yes. And that is another one for the RVers out there. The blowout, an RV, and also my vanners or any travelers out there. Is it scary? Yes, of course it's a scary situation having a blowout, in your RV. But we all know that it comes with the territory and it goes out there in the RV community that it's not, a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. But like Sandy Post Travel says, what can you do? Number one, you prepare for your emergencies to make sure that you have your roadside assistance, that you have your spare tire, that you have a decent amount of money in the bank for repairs, whatever the case may be. So in case that you do have a blowout, it's not like such a big emergency anymore. You know what I mean? You have a plan. It's like, okay, so we have a blowout. Now we know what to do. Here's the number for my AAA. Here's who I call. Here's my spare. Here's my. It makes it easier instead of just, what do I do now? It's like, right now, little Johnny, it's not the time to plan. You should have planned that like 6 months ago, or maybe optimally before this trip. So this is to you little Johnnies out there. Now is the time to plan for those things happening on the road. Barton saying hello to Van Life with Gina. Yup, I'm hustling. Oh my gosh, y'all, my allergies. That's right, Bartons. We're all trying to hustle. We us hustling. Not to go pro level yet. But you know what? Barton's RVing, when Bill and I first started the channel, we only had the phone, and luckily for us that the phones now have really good quality for video. I mean, you can literally shoot your content and start your YouTube channel no problem out of a cell phone. I mean, you can shoot it, you can do everything, edit it. I mean, of course, you have to have patience and diligence and the time to sit down and work it on a little phone. But you can do it. You can do it. Not too much trouble for me. Bless all of you content creator who do it. Oh, Notch. Well, thank you. And you know what? I mean, while we're in the topic also, I think I speak for the rest of the content creators over here in the chat, for individuals like you, Notch, that are non-content creators that come and watch us content creators, because to me, it means a lot that you come and watch my content and watch my video, or come and check me out on my live stream. Like Barton's was saying, we put a lot of time and effort in our videos, and I'm not going to say it's like a second job, because it's not. If you like to do it, what I'm trying to say is that you put in a lot of time. It's like you could put in the hours like you do at a job, 30 hours a week in your content creation, and not getting the revenue that you would normally do on a job with those hours. Do you know what I mean? But that's the trade. I mean, you put the hustle in, and you try, and you put the time in. But once you put the time in and you get comments, of people like this, like you, Naj, that is like, thank you for creating the content, and thank you for watching the content and supporting us content creators, and just being there for us. It means a lot. It means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. And I want you to know that it's not lip service. I really do appreciate it, and it's very humbling, and also sometimes bewildering that people want to watch my nonsense. But I like with Gina, I only got some rain, wind. Thank God it was way above me. That's good. That's really good. Barton, sorry. And hello, Georgianne. Now, glad to hear you're okay. Yeah, me too. And that doesn't go only for Naj, but also for all of you content creators that watch me, and all of us that watch each other as content creators and supporting each other. There is room on YouTube for everybody. That's what I learned. And I don't know, y'all. I guess I'm just weird and different, and I always look at the glass half full. Some other videos, or you hear other content creators talk about, oh, it's so hard being on YouTube because you have a lot of competition and this and that. And I mean, it is hard creating content and putting yourself out there and making your channel grow and all of that. But I don't know, I guess I'm different. I don't see it as like competition because, I mean, everybody watches everybody and there's something for everybody. And that's it. There's something for everybody and it's enough for everybody. Like my channel or myself, I watch all of you guys, and I have some other channels that I watch on the reg that are like news or like those oddly satisfying videos. Y'all, those are mesmerizing. Things like that on YouTube, but you just support each other and you watch everything. But I love you so much, and I just appreciate you being here all the time and supporting me. And we're going to move along. I'm going to need my glasses, you guys. I'm sorry, but the reflection, I can say there's something else that I wanted to talk about. Let me bring up the picture and we're going to talk about that. Let me find it first, right? I know, friends, I talk about everything on here. I talk about what's going on in the channel. I talk about travel. I talk about rants. I talk about animals. I talk about anything that comes to mind. It is what it is. Look at these little guys, friends. Look at these little guys. And let me tell you, let me turn myself off. Look at these majestic creatures. And let me tell you what is going on in this picture. They're all cute and everything, right? They're cute reindeer, but I found this today. And this is about because right now the country of Norway is facing up to a over 4 million, geez, a $4 million bill for this particular reindeer crossing onto Russia. So yes, Norway is going to receive a bill for $4 million for grazing in Russia. Okay, let's jump right in, shall we? So Russia is going to send a bill to Norway for $4 million because these beautiful little creatures decided to cross over on the border and graze on their national park and cause whatever mayhem or whatnot. The Russians are claiming that, you know, this little deer did. Okay. I'm going to bring this down to the most common sense level that I possibly can, that I do not understand how the Russian government can fathom this. However, if there are some other facts in this particular incident that I am not familiar with that would back up a different point of view and the veracity of those allegations, I would be able to, I would entertain that argument. However, now, Norway, it might be Norway and these little animals might live in Norway. You could say they're Norwegian reindeer, right? But Norway doesn't own the animals. Norway, I mean, it's nature. They're wild animals. They don't belong to anybody. They're not yours. I mean, they're God's creatures. They roam the earth like the fish in the sea and the whales and the sharks. And, you know, you don't see Mexico going out there saying, oh, all the dolphins are mine. You know, no, you know, nobody owns the animals. So and Russia figured, yes, those animals. Don't they know they need passports? Don't they know that we have signs that if you're a Norwegian reindeer, you cannot cross into Russian parks? How the animals supposed to know? So I mean, that I don't understand. How is Norway supposed to control a reindeer migration or a reindeer crossing or something or another? Now, to play devil's advocate here, it did say under the news article that they had crossed over due to a defect or damage in the fence from Norway that crossed into Russia. But regardless, I mean, they're wild animals that are going to cross, and neither country owns these animals. You just, I mean, you can't do that. So I mean, what is going to be next? So let's just say that the blue whale migration, starts in Mexico and it ends in Alaska, right? And then the whales end up eating their source of food while they're migrating, tons and tons of food in Alaska. Is Alaska going to send a bill to Mexico saying your whales are coming up here eating all the fish? Que alguien me explique. Or in English, can somebody explain that to me? Or, I mean, am I not making sense? Am I seeing this in a different way, y'all? I don't know. George and Rose, we don't go after Canada because their geese come to us. Exactly. And yes, animals are going to cross borders. They're going to cause damage. I mean, they're going to migrate. Of course, they're animals. That's what they do. They have their thing. They have their system. And they've been here like way before we even came in the picture. So we're kind of like, we're guests in their house, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, not passport. Yeah. Seriously, I mean, what do these Russian people expect? Do they expect the Russian people to be at the border say, no, this is Norwegian reindeer, papers? No, them horse look Norwegian. The horse are not Russian. Police, people. Just also totally ridiculous animals were on this planet before us. Leave them alone unless you need food. You would figure, right? You would figure it was common sense. And I decided to bring this up because I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. And you know what was most ridiculous than me realizing that this is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard? You know what is most ridiculous than that? That somebody in Russia actually thought that this was a good idea. That somebody in Norway owns these animals and that they could get monetary compensation for something that are the laws of God. Yes. As you just heard it, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is Russia's expectations for Norway to pay up because Norway is responsible for God creating the reindeer and for the reindeer having the desire to have the greener pastures for their children, to raise their families in a better place. But no, the Russians are greedy. Okay, let's back it up. Not all Russians. Not all Russians are greedy, just the ones that are trying to charge Norway for this. Look at this. That's a mother and her baby. That is the mother trying to take her baby to have a better life. What is wrong with this world, you guys? What is wrong with this world? Like, all kidding aside, like, seriously, it can't be okay for people to think this way. And not only to think this way, but this was an actual news. It was a news article that I found that it's real. Like, there cannot possibly be people out there with this level of ignorance thinking that somebody owns all the animals, and once they cross and cause damage for doing what nature does, they're entitled. You know what my mama and my grandpa would say about that? Get a job. That's what they would say. You want them to pay you because you need money, get a job. Get a job. Leave them little fellas alone. If you need money that bad, guess what, Russia? Guess what? You know what? Then you get in the bandwagon, Russia, and then you put up like this little lookout station, and then you get the tourists to come out here and look at these little baby animals, because people like me would pay to go to Russia to go, oh my God, look at those. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Here's the money for the conservation to save the animals. You get the revenue that you want because you just one greedy that you ain't supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be. But if you're going to use that money for conservation and save these little baby animals, I might help you. I might just help you in the greediness and go over there to save these little creatures and go out there and look at them. But I will not support the greediness just because you want to be greedy. No, sir. That is not going to happen. Not on TBL. So, wow. That's what I have to say, friends. You know me. I'm funny. I put my flair on it, but I speak my mind, and I think it's right. I think that's what we should do. I'm just nuts. All right. uh, John, we read John's comment. Oh my gosh. Why didn't Russia fix the fence? And if it's the fence, oh, you know what, Notch? I know exactly what happens because it's a fence. Norway, Russia. Oh, it's their fence. Oh, it's not my fence. Oh, eventually Russia will fix it. Or no, oh no, eventually Norway will fix it. Until it becomes a problem, then let me see how I can take advantage of my fellow man in this situation. Really? That should never be your, this should never even come to your entertain the thought, how can I take advantage of my fellow man in this situation? You should be appalled at yourself if that thought even comes to your mind. How can I take advantage of my fellow man? You should be ashamed of yourself. Well, first of all, after you be ashamed of yourself, then you need to forgive yourself, and then you need to ask for forgiveness for thinking such a thing. And then maybe be like, how can I help my fellow man? How can I help my brother, my sister? How can we help each other? I mean, think about it. Let's just say, for argument's sake, if everybody right now at the snap of the fingers, let's just say, treated everybody like Joe Blow or whatever as if there was their family member, how would the world change right now? And what I mean by that is, like, if you're working at the bakery, and your little cousin Susie comes in, you're like, hey, little Susie, yeah, how's it going? It's like, here, I'm going to give you a little extra piece of bread because it's grandma's favorite and we got extra, so I'm going to put one in there for you, And it's no big loss for you because it's an extra one and you're making her happy, and then you're sending it to grandma and all of that. It's like, yeah, I'm going to help her out because she's my family member. What about everybody else? Everybody else is also your brothers and your sisters. All of us are brothers and sisters. All right, I'm getting off track here from the from the charging of the reindeer here and the border enforcing of the poor animals that do not have a passport. However, though, if they did, how cute would that passport be? Can you imagine? Here we come, little baby reindeer going, flipping the passport, and they would have the little fuzzy ears, you know, with the little nose. How cute would that be? How cute would that be? No, I'd say in Mexico, where yes. Oh, it's getting warm in here now. The Mexico well, yes. It's the same concept. Where does it start? Once you open the door, where is it going to stop? I mean, it doesn't sound, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but it's already happening. I mean, look at Russia with the deer. It's not too far-fetched, like I said, for me to Mexico and Alaska or whatever the migration is. Okay, I'm not saying that that's where the whale migration is. This is just for argument's sake. You know what I mean? Maybe Russia should see the beauty in them, George and Rose. Yes, I think that's part of the issue. Maybe they are too blinded by greed to see the beauty in these animals. And the only thing that we can do is spread the love, spread the awareness, show how amazing these creatures are, talk about these creatures, and then maybe the voice will get passed along and somebody will get it, and little by little, you know, each and every one of us will make a difference. So true, Nancy. Like I said, I just speak my mind. The world has gone mad. Absolutely true. And I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it out on my itty bitty channel on YouTube. You never know. You never know. Maybe in a gazillion years, I might have a couple of million viewers, and I might go back and talk about this and be like, see, I told you all about the baby reindeer. And then my friends, and then once we have friends into the millions, all of the minions can get together and save the animals. Yes, friends. There is strength in numbers. There is a lot wrong. Yes, there is. But we are here to make it right. We are here to make it right with love. No, the one who came up with the idea of this is someone trying to justify the job, right? That would, I don't know, but if I was that Russian man's boss, I would be like, dude, I'm gonna pretend I didn't even see this report or this proposal. You know, I'm gonna pretend that you didn't turn this in and that you were sick and you need a week to rest and your next deadline is coming up. I mean, like, no, little Johnny, no. No, that's like America insulting Canada for the smoke coming across the border from their fires. Right? Exactly. I mean, what are they going to say? Like, sue because the air quality is bad, so now you got to send me money for air filters? Oh, my God. Emotional damage. Oh, Lord. Nancy, I think Putin would be afraid of you. You know what? I would love to sit down with the president and just state the verities of life, basically. Yes, state the verities of life. This reindeer, this passport checking Gestapo can't come across the borders, gotta stop. Okay? I got a better way for y'all greeters to make your money where it's a win-win for the animals and it's a win-win for y'all if that's what you want. You know, I want the good for the animals, y'all want money, whatever. You know, give unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right there. But I'm gonna worry about the baby animals. You worry about your money, you know. Let me worry about the baby animals, and then we can work together for the common good. Wow, what a concept! And it shouldn't be. Oh my God, it should be common sense. Somebody put this little expert in a Twitter and tag Mr. Putin in Russia. I'm serial. And Mr. Putin, seriously, God loves you. And you need to stop this nonsense. Treat everyone like you want to be treated. Yeah, exactly. But now with Gina, I've got to go, my friend. The grandkids just stopped by. Much love to you. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, hope you have a good time with them. Thank you for stopping by, Gina. We love you so much. We love you so much. That is so amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's almost time. But I do have one more. And let me show you that picture before we go, friends, because I did have it up on the thumbnail of the things that we were going to talk about today, and I just thought that it was super cool. And you guys know that I love nature. Look at this. Let me erase myself, and while y'all look at this, I'm going to tell you what's going on. This little picture in here of this magnificent looking sun, it is because coming up here in the near future, it's going to be because a solar eclipse is going to be visible again for people in the United States for the first time in, well, not for the first time in history, but again, since it happened in May of 2012. And depending on where you live, of course, well, Gina just left, but Oregon is supposed to be one of the places where you will be able to see this eclipse. And I hope that I can catch it. I have not been able to see exactly like where in Texas it's going to be, but I am hoping that it's going to be somewhere where I am going to be. And they are saying that it's not going to be a total eclipse. It's going to be the eclipse, as it's called. That's why it looks like that. It's called the Ring of Fire. And it's supposed to go across 8 states here in the U.S. And it is going to start or begin somewhere around October 13. So some of you friends that might be fans of nature and all of that, maybe keep an eye out for that. And this one is supposed to be a rare eclipse that, like I said, is going to be visible in North America for the first time in like 11 years. Because the last solar eclipse took place in May of 2012. May 2012. Remember, friends, May of 2012? May of 2012 was when everyone was saying that the Mayan calendar said that it was going to be the apocalypse at the end of the world in May 2012. Y'all remember that? I remember that. And I'm Mexican, and the Mayans are my ancestors. And I didn't believe that was going to be the end of the world. And just for argument's sake, even though that some of the things did point at that particular date in the Mayan calendar, and everybody's freaking out like the end of the world. And it's all speculation because nobody knows for sure, because there ain't no Mayan left alive to say, yes, absolutely 100%, that's what it is. It's all speculation, hypotheses. Oh, it's the end of the world. The Mayans said that the world is going to end. What if they just run out of stone? What if it's like our calendar, that it's October, November, or like December, and then like another calendar, and it's not like the apocalypse or anything, you just flip the page, grab it and but no, here comes the human and freaking out. Oh, we're all gonna die because the calendar page has to change. Yes, we all want it to be spring forever, but sometimes it's not possible. But you know what? It is possible. It can be spring forever in your mind. You can think of spring forever and ever and ever, and it'll always be spring in your mind. So if that's what you want, you can think of spring. It's your mind. You can think what you want, right? There is one coming over Utah on October 4th. Yes, Georgia. And this is the one that I'm talking about, that hopefully some of you in the US that are interested in this type of events, that keep an eye on it, that it's supposed to be in October. So if you want to see it, like Georgia and Rose to say that it's coming over in Utah, that's something that you might want to take a look. John Salasso, I already have reservations in Ohio for the eclipse. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's gonna be amazing, John. You gotta take some pictures and share with us. And if you have some amazing pictures, send them to me. That's gonna be amazing. First week in April. That'll be cool. That'll be so amazing. I just love nature, and that in May I got to see the total eclipse, and it was such an amazing experience. And the lunar eclipses, anything that happens to be with nature, I'm just enthralled in. I just think it's super amazing. And it's just, what can I say? Nature is just, the expression, you're seeing the creation of God, literally. Because He created everything, right? So that's what you're seeing, and I just think that that's amazing and super beautiful, and a daily reminder to take your allergy medicine before your live stream. If you have a live stream. Oh my God, friends. Love each other. Be excellent to each other. I am your host, Nancy, and you have been watching I love you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me on another TBL Thursday. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. And if you feel like it, leave me a comment down below, and we will see you on next Thursday. And consider being a member of the channel. We would really love to have you. It really helps the channel out. We love to spread the love, and it helps us spread the love and the awareness and the happiness and the good juju that there is around. Again, friends, thank you so much for joining me on another TBL Thursday. I love you. I send you my good vibes, my good thoughts. I am always with you. Think happy thoughts. Don't think negative thoughts. Get those out of your head. Think happy thoughts. I love you so much. We'll see you next Thursday. And go watch some TBL on TV. Bye, friends. I love you.